I don't know if you're going to believe me, but I'm going to tell you how to fall in love with the Frisco, Texas DMV. I'm Becca Niederkrom, and this is We Are DallasFortWorth.com, where I share with you A to Z on DFW. And yes, today we got to talk about the DMV. Now, I know that for many of you, including myself, sort of a dreaded moment to have to walk into any DMV across the nation. It's just its own little microcosm of the world, or sometimes a whole nother planet. But I want you to find out ways to really fall in love with it and make the most of it. So I'm going to go over to my screen here and let me scroll down. Okay. So here's what you need to do. This is what you need to do with anything that you are just not looking forward to in your life. You need to get as informed as possible. And there's a lot of resources online. I urge you to go and search those out. So just get informed, make a game plan, and all will be well. And imagine you only have to do it once in a while, so it won't be that bad. So in Collin County, you can head to the Texas Department of Public Safety, and that's over in or on Parker Road in Plano. Then there is another office, Powerhouse Street in McKinney. And if you live in Denton County, so just really right on the border, you could go over to Highway 121. That might be easiest for you if you're in Frisco to find an office. Okay, so just use Google Maps, find out the closest one to you, find out which one is where you can avoid the most traffic to update your Frisco information. All right, so here are 9 tips for, it has 10, I just updated it to 9, to possibly falling in love. So first of all, know that don't go if you don't have to. If you can renew your license online or by mail, do it. So just make sure you leave yourself enough time to send that mail off and you don't miss any deadlines where you could get in heaps of trouble or end up with a fine, getting pulled over and getting a fine that you could have possibly avoided. You could spend your money on much better things, right? Number 2, look at your license. Make sure you can find out if you can make a DMV appointment in advance. Number 3, this is my favorite, be productive with your time. So that is like time I use if I'm on an airplane, if I'm waiting in a doctor's office. That is really valuable time. It's sort of like this online, offline time, depending on if you can work on your phone a little bit. So what I put here is, it is an unpredictable place. And I know you guys already know that. So it's a good time for me. I like to grab my phone and I like to clean up my storage. I usually have way too many dog pictures on there. So it's a good time to clean up storage. It's time that I feel that is not my most productive thing to do, but it has to be done. So I do things like that. I work on lists. I might bring my laptop and clean up my storage because I'm always editing videos or photos or podcasts. And once I have those uploaded, I don't need them anymore and they're just taking up space. It's a great time for me to clean up storage. And so again, those aren't things I like to do Monday at 8 a.m. because I'm like, it's not really going to get me closer, but it's something that I need to do eventually. So I use these pockets of downtime to do that. And then possibly because you're still on Wi-Fi, it's not like you're up in a plane, you can still return emails or clean up your email on your phone. So number 4, you can check wait time. So like I said before, the more informed, the better it is. So go online and check those wait times. Consider going in late. That's number 5. So lines can start forming outside the DMV offices an hour or more before they open. So what you could do is just sort of skip that whole opening time and you will have a much better experience and save that couple hours. You definitely don't want to be outside when it's either freezing cold or when it's super hot. Make sure you check for what paperwork you need and you have it all available. Get your ducks in a row and show up with what you need and you will get in and get out with exactly what you went there for. Number 7, bring a snack. You know what? Don't let yourself get hungry. You don't know what could happen. You don't know if that's just the day that everyone decided to go to the DMV. Bring a snack, bring a water bottle, bring a protein bar, and make the most of it. Also, make sure you bring a battery backup. There's nothing worse than being out on the road and realizing you didn't bring an adapter for your car, didn't bring a backup battery. I use this little orange one. about this tiny. It's about the size of a lipstick case. It's called the Jackery, and I think it was about $19.99 on Amazon, and it's phenomenal. You can get them at Best Buy or Fry's Electronics. And number 9, keep calm. Just stay calm. Like, this is just part of something else you have to do. You don't need to make a big deal out of it. You don't need to post on Facebook how awful it is, because we don't even want to put that energy out there. Grab some earbuds, download the Calm app, and take that moment to recharge your own batteries and make the most of that little bit of downtime you have where you get to wait on someone to serve you. Okay, guys, so those are my thoughts on falling in love with the DMV. I'm going to put the link in the description below.